Hi everyone, welcome back. Look what we've got. Lots to do this week. See you later. This is our neighbour Andreas's house. He's in the middle of the process of doing up. All these walls you can see now I've rendered previously, and we come to a deal with Andreas with the mini digger. So we've sort of hired it half and half to get half of the work done for him. Where I'm tracking up now, he needed some drainage for the back of the house to stop the water affecting the lower level. So we spent 4 days working for Andreas with the machine, putting in drainage and basically landscaping the land. Andreas also had a roughly built garage that he wanted demolished because it was right in front of the house, a really ugly building. So he asked me if I could knock it down, which, as you can see, was fairly simple. We also dug some more drainage for Andreas to take the water away from the back of the house. As you can see, there's some 6-inch 150mm drainage going in. With the machine, the digger back at our house, our place, we had to drain the top pond or the barragem. So this is part of the process of that going on. Have another shot here because we decided to move it into the tank to fill the tank. We have one tank which will be next to our future raised bed garden. So this is a shot of the ferns and brambles and mess before I got there with the mini digger, and you can see me here starting to remove all the mess. Just in front of me is the first sort of pond collection tank we have on the land. It's currently about 2 foot, maybe 600mm deep. You can't see very much of it at the moment because there's just rubbish everywhere. So in the process of cleaning out the pond, I'm also cleaning up the rubbish, leveling it out, and I hope when you see the end result you can see a difference, because all I can see at the moment is brambles and ferns, bracken, ferns, whatever you call them. There we have so many of them. So just here messing about, digging holes, and I'm actually finding as I'm digging lots of very interesting stones, bits of granite, which as I love, we will be using in future projects. Maybe bench tables, things like that, granite stuff I can dig, and some of the things we found would be great for a granite bench and a granite table. Maybe a summertime area we can sit down and you know, have breakfast at, whatever. Now the wife comes and joins me. Technical advice needed because there's a pipe. There are actually 3 pipes feeding the tank from a little spring that is further up. But the tank, as you will see later, has its own little spring feeding it. So now we start the process of cleaning out the muck, the sediment that's in the bottom of this sort of irrigation tank. There's lots and lots and lots of weed and mud and detritus, that's a great word, in the bottom of the tank. So we're now starting the process of cleaning that out. It worked out to be about 2 to 3 foot thick. Probably by the time we finished doing this little task, 30 ton of rubbish came out of the tank. When we got to the bottom, we discovered it was basically the tank was built on solid granite, which great for water retention, etc. So we just tried to get rid of most of the muck that was on top of the granite. This is Ange filming frogs jumping all over the place, and obviously there's one that jumped underneath the track, so I tried to stay as still as I could for as long as I could.
Sorry, look, come here. Quick.
Here I'm using material from the side of the dig to place beside me where there isn't enough material, just to, so I'm working from a flat area, which makes everything much easier when you're using a digger like this. The problem with digging this out is we didn't know where there was solid granite or where there was just 2-3 foot of silt. So you just have to basically work things out as you go along. Bottom solid granite. So that's that deep. 2 foot of muck in the
maybe,
bottom.
yeah.
The idea, obviously we're cleaning this out to give us more capacity, because last year I put new pipes in down to the vegetable garden. The machine I had at the time wasn't big enough to reach back here, so we didn't clean it out at the time, but now I've got a bigger machine. Here we go. Increased the capacity of the tank, well, nearly doubled it, which is great. Cool.
So this is a little spring where most of the water is coming into the tank.
I've just finished clearing all the muck that I can reach out of the pond, and look what's happened. So 10 minutes later, track back on. It's fairly easy to do. I didn't film it because it's really windy, but undo this nut, and this idler wheel here is on a ram. You undo the nut, the grease comes out, releases the ram, and the wheel goes back. Gives you room enough to put the track back over, and then you screw the nut back up and pump the grease into the nipple, and it pumps the ram back out this way, hence tightening the track. So there we are, pond cleared out as much as I can reach. I'd estimate we're taking out about 30 tonne of muck, which gives us a better storage capacity in the pond.
Here's some rocks we've pulled out of the pond. Just love granite, so as much as I can have would be great. This is a quick time lapse of me digging away the waste. Basically they dug out of a water mine or a well that they dug probably 30-40 years ago. Just clearing land so it's flat. A bit of a boring bit of the video, but yeah, we're scraping it all away and you'll see the results shortly. This is the area. There was a 6 foot, 7 foot high mound of muck that was dug out from the well beside here. Basically, I've cleared. This is the well. This is how deep it is. It just dug like a, 7-8 meter deep thing. This view you're going to see now is our border line. So the line of grapes you see in the distance is our border with our neighbours. This is our corner post of our boundary line, and we're cleared away here to the other corner post. They've cleared away a load of brambles, etc. So it makes it easier for me to put now 2 new permanent posts in and to roll the fencing out, etc. etc. There's the other corner post, and then some beautiful pots border our neighbour's land.
Line here.
This is a section of land. We have two different levels. Previously a pipeline had been put through here. We weren't happy with the levels, so we decided to dig it out and build a new bit of wall, hedge, sort of retaining wall, just to make sure that where I am now with the machine would still remain an access track to the paddock in front. So we just dug out here and made a, let's say, a Cornish hedge. This is about a 2-ton granite stone, which I'm just trying to jiggle around and get situated, and just so it sits happy. It needs to sit happy, yeah? Just need to come out and look how happy it looks. So it looks like more titivation is needed.
So there it is, nearly finished. Need a few more appropriately shaped stones for the top, and then I can backfill it with soil, and it makes the top part more drivable.
Back at home now. This is a rock that we weren't really happy with, so we decided we need to turn it over, make it into a seat, and give us a perfect view of Alpedrinha in the distance. A bit of rocking and rolling and a bit of adjustment. In the end, it turned out perfect. This is near one of the borders of our land. We want to put some perimeter fencing up to keep out the wild boar and some stray dogs and things that get onto our land and cause us a lot of nuisance. Stray dogs will eat our chickens. Wild boar will eat anything they come across. Generally all our vegetables and anything that's falling on the floor. So we need to put a fence up to keep both of these predators out of our land. We are also clearing a little piece of land beside the road, just some broom and things that have grown up really quickly. I need to clear it so I can rebuild the wall and then put some fencing behind it and continue the fencing. The top part of our land needs 1.4 kilometers, just over a mile, just under a mile of fencing, basically to keep out the aforementioned wild boar and wild dogs.
So here we are today. It's Wednesday and Ewan's come to give us from Frankie on the Road. Again, he's come to give us a hand. We're going to put a few fence posts in where we got the digger because it's so much easier.
Here we're removing a willow tree. It's become a bit of a problem because as you can see just under the bucket there's pipes that come from the well to our irrigation tank, and the willow tree roots keep basically breaking the pipe and growing into the pipe, which is not good because it blocks it up. It was blocked when we came here. So we're removing the whole tree and replanting it further up by the other tank, but far enough away from any pipes and structures so it doesn't cause any damage, because they grow like mad.
Towards the edge of the bucket a bit more. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. More digger madness next week maybe. Thanks for all your lovely comments and your likes, and don't forget, like and subscribe if you're a new viewer. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.